Hello, Wayabatwan, Wabota, Wabebe Nerekai, Menogo Yuwai Nosa Duke Eze Eka, Imanibunye ye Dr. Oguname. Today I want to introduce to you ASI. ASI. What is ASI, Nosa? ASI simply means African Spiritual Institution. Yes, Africa Spiritual Institution. This is a very new institution that we just found. We just found this new institution, and the aim and objective of this institution is to restructure everything that we have right now in place as an Africa concept way of spiritualism. We know fully well that we are not Africans. So for those of you who are not from this geographical location called Africa, don't even see it like it's Africa thing. No. We just use Africa spiritual concept because so we can have like a direct message to reach everybody located in that geographical area, in that continent which people recognize now as Africa. And this institution, the aim and objective of our new institution is to rebrand everything that was taught to us that is spiritualism. Is to rebrand everything that we know to be spiritualism in Africa. And we have to know that rebranding everything that is known as spiritualism in Africa is a very wide thing. It is wide because when it comes to Africa is the mother that gave birth to everything you see here on earth. Regardless where you are now in the world, regardless where you stay now or which group or family or country you come from, your origin starts from this geographical location which is recognized today as Africa. So this our Africa Spiritual Institution is to rewind the time back up to about 30,000 years ago and pick everything that has happened, that has been the journey of the spirituality up to this moment, and rebrand it again, then we reintroduce it back to you again. This is the aim and objective of ASI, Africa Spiritual Institution. So this is not just something for one group of people alone. This is for the whole humanity itself. So we are going to be working with different people from different tribes, different places, different country. We are going to work with different people so we can create this new awareness of consciousness. So we can create this type of a revolutionary way of consciousness to be able to rebrand and reintroduce spiritualism to people again. For those that have been so opportune and so permitted to have this connection already, please, we come join hands together with us and let all of us make love and give birth to a new earth. Therefore, those who have absolutely no knowledge about the other realm, about the spiritual realm, come, let us teach you. Let us teach you what it means to be conscious of yourself. Yes. Let us teach you what it means to be conscious of yourself. Let us teach you what it means to be fully aware of yourself. Come, let us help you, free you from that pain. Come, let us help you, free you from those tensions. Because the fact is, no matter where you are located on earth, everybody is having one or two pains. There is a sorrow growing deeply inside every humans on earth. So really, standing up now to that full awareness that you are a conscious being and you are connected not just to only everybody here on earth, you are connected to the full planet itself. So if the planet is a conscious being itself and we exist inside this great mother, so it is also wise for we that is inside this conscious being to come together, unite ourselves, regardless the tag they have given you. Because the biggest tools that is used to divide us as people today is the false identification that our ego has projected out of us. Yeah, that is the greatest false identity that we have created. So today we all have a tag. We all have tagged ourselves with different names, different beliefs, different concepts. Everybody believe I have it. Everybody believe it is so. Everybody believe this is how it is. But this is time for we to come to that full oneness. And this can only be possible by the help of a radical way of our consciousness. I will repeat it again. This can only be possible by the help of a revolutionary way of our consciousness. Because we have been so divided, and that is why the earth is not functioning. It's not about tribe. It's not about clan. It's not about identity of your nationality. It's not about how much you have in your bank. It's not about how many friends you have, how powerful you are. Those people that is projecting all these things to you are doing so simply because they want to trap you in this so-called illusion. They want you to be trapped in this 3D. They want you to remain here so that you will be like a slave. That's why they gave you God. The only reason that they gave you God was to make you project and think that there is something outside of yourself. That's why you have to put your knees down to worship and adore that which is outside of yourself. But what you don't know is that art you are displaying it is your own self that you are worshiping, because the God does not live outside yourself. The God dwells inside of you. So that's why this our African spiritual institution is here now to collect all this knowledge around the globe. All this information around the globe. Rebrand it again and reintroduce it back to you. Reintroduce it back to you. So finally, we can be able to connect back to the full consciousness of the Mother Earth itself. This is bigger than you. Your I will be diminished. That will vanish, because I is not important. I does not exist. It is all. So the concept of I, me, is a false projection that is being given birth by ignorance. I will repeat it again. The concept of I, me, was given birth by miseducation and ignorance of what it really is. Consciousness is the basic energy that bound everything together. That's where everything becomes one. Oneness. That's where everything becomes one. There is no separation. But the chaos in the world today is being given birth to out of the concept of individualism, diversity. There is beauty in diversity only when we know that diversity is an expression of oneness. But when we take diversity as the only opportunity to express our individualism, automatically what we are doing is we are detaching and separating ourselves from us. So you always have to see yourself and know yourself from the lens and the identity, the first identity you have created for yourself. That's why we have tensions. That's why we have infinite war. That's why we have so much sorrow on earth. That's why we have so many things that is not working, because there is a full disagreement, and there is a full disconnection of connecting everything together. Nothing is separated. Everything is one body, functioning together in peace and harmony to keep it one. So to break it down for you, consciousness is the energical field that connects everything together. The science call it dark matter. They call it dark matter, dark energy. Those are just scientific lyrics. Actually, what they are trying to tell you is we are all one. Of course, they want to be always relevant, so they will not just tell you that. So we have to dissolve that false illusion that we are separated, and come to the full awareness that everything is oneness. That's why we installed this African spiritual institution to reorient and re-educate people about this oneness. Because you know what I found out in all my journey in spiritualism? I come to find out that the same deity we worship and know very well in Benin is the same deity in India, but being introduced in a different language and in a different concept of worshipping or recognizing it. But if you leave the tag out, if you leave the label out, you leave the names out, and you come to that full awareness of the source, that energy, you will see is the same energy. Let me make example with a deity that is so much recognized in Africa. It's one of the most famous deities in Africa, Ogun. Ogun was called the god of iron because the goldsmiths, they have to build their swords, build their armor, which will create like a protection shield around them when they go to war. And because blood carries energy, you have to know that blood is a spirit. In fact, your spirit is your blood. Because blood carries energy, so anywhere Ogun pass through, split those bloods, Ogun absorbs energy. Because why? Scientifically, energy iron trap energy. Because Ogun means iron in English. For those who don't understand, Ogun, it means iron if you translate it direct to English. So iron trap energy. So they later call this energy a god of war because of the victory that always comes with him. And after he passed away, he becomes a deity. Because why? He trapped energy. He trapped energy. He carried this energy along. So right now, as long as you have blood inside your body, your blood must carry iron. Let me say it again. As long as you have blood inside your body must have iron. When your iron is not even enough or in balance, your doctor will tell you have to take some iron. That's just like one example. But this same power, this same energy of Ogun is being expressed and used all over the world. Yeah, you can demonize African spiritual concept because it's complicated for some people to understand. So it's a nature of human. What they don't understand, they push away. So it's very easy to say, I'm not interested, I push these things away. No, understanding the concept of how it was born is very important. Because understanding this concept will help you have a very big and wide picture of the consciousness of the full earth itself. I live in Germany. In the whole of Deutschland, no German man is a priest of Ogun. But that does not stop them from using the energy of Ogun to develop their life. When I say Ogun, I mean iron. Or the railways, or the train track, everything, including knives, needles you use to give injection, knife you use to cut your food and eat. Everything that is related to iron is present in every society, is present in every country, is present everywhere, regardless your knowledge and understanding of this universal energy. Show me a civilization that does not have anything to do with iron. There is not. All civilization on earth, all country on earth, you must have something to do with iron. You must have something to do with iron, regardless. Yes, regardless your knowledge about it, you always have something to do with iron. So, understanding this energy, it helps you have a big picture of the consciousness of the earth itself. I will repeat it again. Understanding this energy, it will help you have the understanding and the concept of the consciousness of the full earth herself. Why do we call woman God? Why? It's not because we just love the body and our vibration makes women have like a very nice emotional way to comport ourselves. No, it's because the feminine energy is a cosmological energy that is ruling the whole universe. Birth, destruction. Birth, destruction. Light, day. Duality. That's the full breaking down of the feminine energy. So everything you see on earth is a feminine energy. Even the mother earth, she's a woman. Mama Africa. People don't really understand what that means. Even the art of reincarnation, the art of coming and recycling and all this process is a feminine character. That's why we call woman God, because she is the physical manifestation of the whole universe itself. Yes, I will say it again with boldness. Woman is the physical manifestation of the universe itself. So when you are looking for a God, look into the eyes of a woman and let a transparent, especially educated woman who knows herself. Because many are so miseducated. But regardless of their knowledge, when you push away their tag and bring out that real essence that is inside of them, then you will understand better. It is so. So we have to start being fully aware of these different energies. Start being fully aware of how the forces of nature operates. So even if you're Africa, you are from anywhere, this is the time. This is the time to create the revolution of your consciousness. Some people always get it wrong. Some people always get confused. Okay, how can you create a revolution of consciousness when consciousness is everything that is being aware of itself? How can you revolutionize everything? That is where having the full knowledge of that alone is the revolution we are talking about. Because millions of people today don't have the full knowledge that they are not just a flesh, they are something bigger than this. And this thing that is bigger than this is not separated from which is from the other. But our fear, our miseducation and fear have create a boundary between we as a person, as a human, or whatever you understand it to be, and that which is beyond. So from the moment you start letting go of your fear, from the moment you start letting go of those your limitations, from the moment you stop believing those false narratives, from that moment the revolution have just started. And the only way to save this planet Earth as a whole is when we fully come to that full oneness of ourselves. Not until we fully come to this full knowledge of ourselves, there will always be chaos. And coming to the full knowledge of yourself does not mean that you have to take yourself as individual. We are not an individual. We are not an individual. Yes, I do teach about soul tribe and things like that, but that is just like to prepare you for what is bigger. And this is why we have this Africa Spiritual Institution. This is why we have now this Africa Spiritual Institution. So we can break it down and we teach it back. Because understanding the knowledge of yourself will give you the full picture about your life and everything that is within its existence. But when you don't have the full awareness of this thing that is beyond here, when you don't have this full awareness, there will always be pains, there will always be struggle, there will always be unhappiness, there will always be sorrow. Not just because something is wrong with you. No, it's because it is the nature of human consciousness to protest through pain, through disease, through pains, through disease, through difficulties of life when you are fully disconnected from it. I know this because I have been so aware of this. I've been in this journey. So, letting go the tension and embracing that which you really are is what will give birth and introduce you to your higher self. That is where the pains, the sorrow, the troubles, and everything will disappear. Because the world has created, the world has projected already an illusion for you. And you are caught up with this now. You need the biggest car. You need the biggest house. You need the biggest money. You want to have the best profession. Okay, good. But you are not being told that all this is irrelevant if you don't have your internal peace. I cannot tell you everything on just 1 hour record or 2 hours recording. No. Come and join our African spiritual institution. Down there, I'll put some information where you can contact and you can be you can come inside and we will introduce you to what it is. We are structuring it now. It's starting. We have planted the seed already in the heart of the earth itself. The seed now is walking. It's growing. It's about to pop out. And the process has been ordained that nothing, no forces in the universe can stop this anymore. Not even death itself. So it is coming now. Come and let's drain our energy together. Come and let's create a new world. This is really my message I want to give so fast and quick this evening to introduce you to our new institution. You can call it ASI. If you read it backward, it will be ISA. But to give you the full name is Africa Spiritual Institution. This is an institute where we teach you not just the knowledge of self, but the mysteries of nature. It is not fully exposed to everyone. And that's why we have bring together now collections of great minds and great conscious people to plant the foundation, to peg it to the ground. Yes. So I thank you all. Contact me and I will give you more information on each step you can follow to be a part of this institution. Why? It is our time we teach you how to master the craft in you. It's our time we activate all our energy and give birth to a new earth. Contact me. Come and join us. Come and follow Isa. Come and join Africa's Spiritual Institution, where everything began. I thank you all for your time, and I look forward in connecting with you. I wish you all a very blessed day. Ashe.